So what's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to be doing the setup that I promised you I was going to do. I recently revised a few more small things after completing this setup. And you know what? This may still not be 100% complete, but for now we'll say it is. And I'm going to be making the setup video because there you go. It's looking freaking sweet. I'm going to zoom out this way you can see stuff a little bit easier. But for the most part, there you go. That's what everything looks like, and I'll get more in depth on stuff in a second, but that is what it looks like, kind of like if you're standing right behind the desk, right over there. Okay, so without editing this, I like to get through everything as quickly as possible. So first things first, right over there, MacBook Pro. That's really the school computer. It's connected to a charger right there. Ignore, by the way, the floor's a little dirty right now. That's not important. Just ignore that. Over here, we have the posters on the wall, as you guys all know from the live streams. By the way, links to everything will be down below in the description. So if you want to buy anything in this video, I'm not making a kickback on anything, at least at this point in time. So just keep that in mind. Everything I highly recommend, I'll let you know. But everything will be down below in the description. So these posters right here, I actually got from Austin27 from his website. And they are awesome on stream. They look phenomenal. You guys love the way they look. And if you look up there, which we'll look at in a second, you can actually see them in the background. It looks phenomenal. It looks so great, okay? But that's those posters. Fantastic on stream. We got the LED lights as well going around the posters, and it just looks so freaking awesome, okay? That's the posters and the lights that you guys have asked me about. And I think the lights are, I don't even remember. No, I don't remember the name. Again, everything will be down below in the description. We got a temporary table right there. I'm not sure if that's going to stay. I think it's going to. It may move. But for the most part, that's where the computer sits. Like I said, MacBook Pro, that's the laptop. That's kind of like if I have to go edit anything on the go, if I have to do anything on the go, that's what I bring, but it's mostly a school computer. Behind it, we got some G Fuel. And over there, we have some stuff, some just like, you know, health stuff, some stuff for the face, for the acne. And that's pretty much it. There's an acne brush over there. We got a toothbrush over there too. Some water bottles. And then we're gonna get to the chair in a second. We're gonna get to the main desk in a second, okay? Now let's move back a little bit. We got a bed right here. I forgot exact make of the bed. It's not like any random bed. It's some kind of special bed. It's called the Titan. I don't know. It's from some company that's an extension of Brooklyn Bedding. Not really too important. That's not really the point of this setup video, to show you my bed. So there you go. It'll be down below in the description as well, though. This is what I see from my desk pretty much. There's my dresser, blue and orange for the New York Mets, diehard Mets fan, diehard baseball fan. Got a TV there, nothing special. Behind that, we have an Xbox 360 hanging out there. So if I want a game from bed, which I still haven't done yet, and I haven't done in a while, in years, I can do that from bed. Over there, some sweatshirts. We got a mirror. That's an air humidifier. Again, everything will be down below in the description. And over here, we got Frankie Beans right here. We got Frankie Beans, the freaking squid right there. How you doing, Mr. Frankie Beans? Hold on. Let's go say hello to Mr. Frankie Beans. Let's say hello to Mr. Frankie Beans. How are you doing? All right? We got Frankie Beans right there, all right? So let's move over here to the setup. The chair that you're seeing right here is the Secret Labs. There you go. The Secret Labs Titan chair. It is frigging phenomenal. I really wish I can get a better angle. I can get a back angle from this, but I can't. But this is the Secret Labs Titan chair. It is phenomenal. I only got it like 2.5 weeks ago, and I've loved it. It is expensive, so keep that in mind, but it's a phenomenal chair, very comfortable, and I've already noticed my posture has significantly improved from this, and my back's been feeling a lot better, okay? Again, that's the Secret Labs Titan. Pretty friggin' expensive, high-end, but it's I would say, listen, I haven't tried out in multiple different price ranges, so I can't say it's worth the money, but I can definitely tell you that I don't feel like I got ripped off whatsoever at all. Fantastic build quality, easy assembly, and overall extremely comfortable. Now these right here, these are elbow pads for the chair. Now this chair does have like 4D maneuverability, so we can go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, and I think another direction, but there you go. The arms on this chair can go in a bunch of different directions, but these pads on top of them actually aren't the normal pads for the chair. I actually slipped this over, as you can see right here. This is the padding because I stream for like 12 hours sometimes, 12 plus hours, 12 to 24 hours sometimes. So I need my elbows to be as comfortable as possible. What is on this chair? Okay, I got something on this. But that being said, even though the elbow pads for the chair are pretty comfortable, there's nothing that's going to compare to something like this. Like, look how soft this is. And again, these are only 20 bucks, and I highly recommend, no matter what chair you have, that you pick these up. These are great. I don't know what brand it is, but again, it'll be down below in the description. Fantastic for any chair that has armrest like this. I highly recommend. And again, this thing has a bunch of buttons on it. They're still easily accessible, even with the pad over it. So no issues whatsoever. You have to just kind of like memorize the buttons, and you're all good to go. I have to really clean that. That's bothering me. Okay. Same thing on that side. We got an arm pad over there. Chair looks great. This is some esports gaming team. I had no clue who they were, just for reference. So if you're gonna put it like in the comment section, say, oh shit, I love them. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I have no clue who they are. I had no clue who they were. I looked up the name because this was the only color of the chair they had, and it just happened to work out that the chair looked good. And you know what? I said, it's an esports gaming team, and you know what? I play games. That's good enough. As long as it wasn't something way far out there, the name, I was gonna buy it because it looked decent enough. Like, they didn't have the exact model I wanted. I wanted the charcoal blue one, but it works. It works. Okay. Let's move closer to the setup. Actually, let's move down here now, okay? If you take a look down there, we got a garbage pail that I have to empty. We have a water bottle cap as well. Like I said, I have to do some vacuuming and some cleaning right now. We have an Amazon Prime package right there. And then we got some cables running along the back. Very few at all. There's really just that one small cable on that side that's really noticeable when the headphones aren't plugged in. So that cable runs right up to there. That's what I actually plug my headphones in, which we'll get into in a second. Hold up. The video didn't stop. Okay. But for the most part, when I revise the setup, I try to express, I try to stress the fact that I was gonna try to do cable management as good as possible. And again, please, I said it a few times, please ignore the fact that there's dust and some particles over here. I didn't take the time to clean up before I did this video because I wanted to get it out before I started streaming. We're gonna get into that in a second. Oh yeah, twitch.tv/JOEMET123. We stream every single day, almost always Call of Duty Zombies at approximately 9:15 p.m. EST. We have some awesome live streams. You guys have been killing it. We just passed, or about to hit 2K subs at the recording of this video. I have 1.8K, 1.85K, something like that. And now we've gone over 100 subscribers over on YouTube as well, which is amazing. You guys are insane. One other thing I want to say very quickly, we're going to get into the model numbers and a whole bunch of other things about this setup. But another thing I want to say very quickly is if you look over there, JOEMET123.com is now live. Not only do we have a tip page, a donation page revised, we also have the merch store officially up and running. Mark 1 of the merch is up and ready to go. So if you want to get a coffee cup, then go ahead and go for that. Part 1 is up once again, or Mark 1 is up right now once again. This is only the first iteration of any merch that will be here on this channel. There's going to be lots more merch in the future, but as for now, this is what we have. And again, this is just kind of like dipping my toes into the waters of merch. It's not meant to be anything to blow you away, but it's supposed to be something nice and cool and kind of, again, the introductory phase of any kind of merch that I ever have on the channel, okay? Moving back into the setup. Oh, so I showed you down there cable management. You notice that it's actually pretty damn good. You barely see any wires at all. Let's get to the PC very quickly. So you notice I have a bunch of stickers on it. We got bodybuilding.com sticker, 2 Apple stickers, an Elgato gaming sticker, Control Freaks, MSI gaming sticker, a few MSI gaming stickers. I have a pickle sticker on the back side of it. Oh, all right. There's my, okay. So here's a lesson. Don't screw up your LED, never mind. You know what, we're not even gonna go into that. Oh, and on the topic of LED lights, you also notice I have them running behind there as well. Great lighting for the streams. But yeah, right here, oh, why do I keep doing this? Let me zoom out all the way. Perfect. Okay. This is I think it's a Corsair S340. No, NZXT S340 case. I believe it's NZXT, but it's an S340 case. Excuse me. It's an S3. Also, keep in mind another thing is that it's probably very loud in this room, and the microphone's not as good, of course, as the usual video quality. That's to be expected because I'm recording from an iPhone, and I don't have a spare or separate microphone that I'm recording with. So keep that in mind. There's air conditioners on. There's air purifiers on. It's going to be a little loud in here right now, and it's okay. But as for the computer, like I said, the case is the S340. The motherboard is the MSI Gaming M7 motherboard, Z178 Gaming M7. Inside the CPU is an i7-6700K. The what's it called? I have 32 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance, 3000 megahertz RAM. The GPU in there is an RTX, as you can even see there, it says RTX 2080 Ti. Now, I'll be upfront and honest with you, of course, all the time. It's not well lit in there, and I honestly, I don't mind it, but in the future, the next PC build is going to be very, very well lit, because I really want to have, I want to have a nice flashy PC. Right now, this thing's a monster. It's not really a monster anymore. I'll get into that in a second, but it's a monster in secret. That's what I like to really look at it as. And as of now, this thing does not have a name. I did not name this PC. The next PC build will be named, okay? But again, i7 6700K, 32 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance, 3000 megahertz RAM. I have a Hyper 212 Evo fan on the CPU, RTX 2080 Ti in there, gaming M7 motherboard, and I think that's pretty much it in terms of the components of the PC. Yes, I did build it myself. Now, in terms of what I was saying about Beast, the PC is very, very good. The issue with it, though, is that although some of the stuff in terms of quantity may be higher than usual, like, for example, having 32 gigabytes of RAM, or having an RTX 2080 Ti pair along with an i7 6700K, although components, or although the quantity of some things, or even quality of some things may be a little bit higher on some ends, the issue is that a lot of the components are getting a little bit older, 4 to 5 to even 6 years old. And to be honest, it still runs fine. It runs phenomenally. We're okay. But in the near future, it is going to need an upgrade. Soon. Not yet. I'm still okay. I'm still working with what I got. But we're going to be upgrading semi-soon to a newer PC. But as for now, it's definitely working. It's definitely doing the job. It's really an older beast. That's really what I'd say. It's no longer a beast, because it's just a little bit outdated, but it still definitely does the job, does everything I needed to do. Upgrade coming soonish, but not yet. Okay, moving on. As you guys know, I play on PS4, and there you go. You have the blue and orange Black Ops 3 edition PlayStation 4, which just looks so beautiful right there. We have a blue snowball microphone. We got Jesus hanging out right there. How you doing? We have the Jbl Pebble speakers, which are fantastic right there. Okay, and another thing that I'm going to take care of that right there is that wire is not going to be visible. It just has to be visible right now because of the way I just temporarily set stuff up, at least in terms of the wiring on top, which we'll get into in a second. But that wire won't be there either. Okay. But that microphone is a blue snowball. We got the JBL Pebble speakers, fantastic speakers for your desktop. Still recommend them even though they're older. Hat, excuse me again. We got a Black Ops 4 hat, awesome hat, and we have a hat rack. Those are really for headphones, which as you can see right over there, I have mine. But hat sitting right there, and let's transition over to the headphones. I have the Audio Technica ATH M50X headphones. They are fantastic headphones, phenomenal. As of now, though, just like the same theme we've been going with the PC, although they are really good, there are newer, better models out. However, these still do the job great. Why do my fingers look like that on camera? My hands are really dry, too. Wow, okay. But the headphones are phenomenal, okay? So I would definitely recommend them. Again, whether or not you should get the older model like I have or the newer model, that's up to you. But the ATH M50Xs are still great. We'll get into the exact specs of the monitors and stuff like that in a second. But let's focus on the outer stuff, the outer rings. We have a like $8 selfie face or selfie light thing over there, and that basically just allows us to have great lighting on stream for our face, because paired along with the Logitech C920 webcam, which you're seeing right there, that is a phenomenal addition to the setup. Great lighting, fantastic lighting, and that again along with the LED lights just works out so perfectly. Okay, over there we have another JBL Pebble, because they're a dual speaker setup. Again, fantastic speakers, highly recommend them. Lighter, that was for candles. I haven't had a candle in like 6 months, so that's a big L. That right there, PlayStation 4 charging station, great. We have another USB hub right there, just in case I have to plug anything else in. Why is that? Okay, that's affecting the recording. Sorry about that. I'm recording from an iPhone once again. We got some pens and pencils right there. Apple Watch charger down there. I can tuck it right away behind the desk right there. And then this cable right here, like I said, this cable right here is for the headphones. So whenever I want to game or do anything, I just pull those headphones down from there, connect the cable in, and I'm good. And that reduces the amount of wires you really see. It just makes it a lot cleaner, I should say. You still see the wires, it's just cleaner. Over here we have a mouse and keyboard combination. It was a $30 mouse and keyboard combination. I just recently started gaming on mouse and keyboard, so that's the reason why I don't even know the model of this. It's not important. If you're gonna game on mouse and keyboard, you probably already know that. That you shouldn't game on a $30, pair of mouse and keyboard. Will it work? Yes. But will you possibly get the top of your game? No. But for just starting out and for just, for initially just editing videos and stuff and doing just regular typing, this does all it needs to do. And then in the future, once I get better at mouse and keyboard, we'll eventually upgrade. But I'll have to look this up and put the model down below in the description, because I don't even remember the model of this. But yeah, definitely did the job for what I needed it to do, at least at this point in time. This right here is the controller for the LED RGB lights. Let's see. It's a little finicky from this angle. There you go. We can change the color of the lights on stream whenever somebody subscribes over on Twitch. I let them change the color of the lights. That's kind of like a bonus of subbing right at the instant. So you have another layer of interactivity with the stream. And then before we get into the monitors, we have this right here. Oh, actually no, we have two more things we're going to go over. So we have this cable right here, which actually runs from the PC as well, and this connects the audio from my PlayStation controller to the computer, and that's how you hear everything on stream, and I hear the audio on stream alongside alongside any PC volume. My hand looks so small on camera right now. I don't know why. I keep saying it. I don't know why. Literally, yeah. What the hell? Anyways, yeah, this camera, the colors are like really weird on the camera too. I don't know why, but and yes, I am recording at 4K on the iPhone 11 Pro, so I don't know why it's a little weird. This is a Blue Yeti microphone, USB microphone, another phenomenal condenser microphone, USB condenser microphone that I'm sure almost every single one of you are aware of. I get very good audio out of this thing. I combine it with a few programs on the computer as well to get some awesome audio. Is it better than an XLR? No, but it definitely does the job. Again, going with the theme of, I don't know why I'm doing this to that, but I'm going with the theme of maybe being a little bit older, but just, you know, getting the job done. Just like the PC, just like the headphones, just like the speakers, everything that I have here gets the job done, and that theme is actually going to continue in a second. But when we get to the monitors, this right here is a little, it's basically this right here. The number keypad moved over to this, and the reason why I have this is because in order to control my scenes here, this is actually perfect. On Streamlabs OBS, what I do is I actually bought this instead of buying a Stream Deck, because it's expensive, right? Not saying it's not worth it, but why buy a Stream Deck when I can just go like this? So I can mute and unmute my microphone just like this with one press of the button. I can switch scenes with the different buttons right here as easily. There you go. I can switch scenes just like that. Easy, easy, easy. And yeah, just definitely, again, does the job. It gets done when it needs to get done, when it needs to get done for now, and eventually in the future, when need be, it will be upgraded to a Stream Deck. But as of now, we're okay. These right here is the case to the Gunnar Optics glasses. Fantastic blue light glasses. Really no complaints at all, aside from the fact that my head is not really big at all. It's just kind of round. However, they're still pretty small. But whatever, they still do the job. That's the Gunnar Optics. I think that's the Onyx edition. Again, all the information will be down below in the description alongside links, the exact details of some of these things. This right here is an Acer Predator monitor. It is a phenomenal monitor. It's a 1440p, 1 millisecond response time, 144 overclockable to 165 hertz monitor. Very, very good. I'll give you the exact model right now, as well as it'll be down below in the description. It is the XB241YU. It's a G-Sync capable monitor as well. There you go. Up there to our right, we have the Asus Mg279q. This is a 28-inch 4K monitor, capped at 60 hertz. I never gamed on this, but this was kind of like my productivity monitor, and it still kind of is. Like, if I'm going to edit videos or just, you know, make a thumbnail in Photoshop, I'll either do it on these two monitors because they're higher quality. But this one, still to this day, of course, awesome. 4K, 60 hertz monitor, really no complaints at all. It definitely does the job. Pretty damn good monitor. But obviously, this is the gaming monitor, whether I'm on PS4 or PC. I know PS4 is capped at 60 hertz, but it doesn't really matter. In the future, the PS5 will be, I believe, 120 hertz, and probably the Xbox Series X, the same exact thing. So it'll then go alongside not only for PC gaming, but for console gaming as well, with the higher refresh rate. Over here, we have the S23C570 Samsung monitor. This is a 1080p, again, 60 hertz monitor. This is actually, the 4K was a 1 millisecond response time. This is a 4 millisecond response time. This was the monitor I used to game on, but just remember that I said that I never really gamed on PC, so it didn't really matter. You know, I really only ever played zombies, so it didn't really matter if I had a 1 millisecond, 144 hertz response time. And the only reason why it's kind of important now, because I'm making that transition over, not completely, but I'm making a transition over to mouse and keyboard and kind of learning how to do it more so now, I guess I should say, than before. But this monitor was my main monitor for about 6 to 7 years. Fantastic monitor, fantastic colors, and it definitely did the job. Like, again, no complaints at all. And now it's just a spare monitor. It's just extra space, and it works. It just allows me to do what I do even better, okay? Right here, as you can see, we have JOEMET123.com loaded up, as I already told you guys. Elite website right there with some elite Twitch streams as well. But I believe we are done with the setup. Oh, also, these two things, I'll leave the brackets in the description as well. This bracket, you have to make sure if you're going to buy a bracket for a monitor without a VESA mount, that it has, or that it's not going to be complicated to get the clips on. So that clamp comes around the back and then up the monitor like this. So if this is the side of the monitor, it goes on like that, and you screw it in. There are a lot of issues getting that in. So just make sure you check out the dimensions of the clamps and stuff like that. I eventually made it to work. It wasn't naturally going to work, but I did some tweaking, fine-tuning, got it to work. And the actual mount I have in the background that's holding both of those monitors up there is a Wally wall mount. Again, that'll be down below in the description. It is a fantastic mount, extremely durable, extremely strong, high quality, of course, especially because it's hanging down. Like, if this thing falls, it could come close to killing me. But this thing, it's very, at least as of now I've seen, it seems very strong, very, very durable. It's not bending at all. It seems really awesome, the Wally mount. So that'll be down below in the description. And for the most part, guys, that is it. That is my setup. What is this? This is April 19th, 2020. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you drop it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos from the Meatball Army. And make sure, of course, again, if you're subscribed or if you're following over on Twitch, you're automatically a member of the Meatball Army. But don't forget you don't forget you follow on Twitch, because that is the most elite part of the Meatball Army right there, with the most elite live streams. All right, guys? That's going to be it for this video. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Make sure, also another thing, this is mainly a Call of Duty Zombies channel. Should have probably said that, but it's a Call of Duty Zombies channel. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later, alright?